As an addendum to my previous video, I was consternated by the fact that the touch buttons didn't work, but I don't remember damaging it anyway. So to check on it, this keyboard retention latch is clipped in, so you take a little pry bar and gently pry the 6 pry points, popping it out. Keyboard flips up and forward. And I had taken this apart earlier when I removed the CMOS battery to prevent further damage. And lo and behold, I don't know if you can see this, that button connector was loose. I must have not plugged it back in last time when I had reassembled it. So let's take a look at this. Good, and then we'll take a pair of 4 pliers. You gotta be careful. So to get this back in, you pull the retention mechanism out and gently slot inside the connector. And you can see it should slot in nicely, and then you see these 2 latches on the side. We evenly push them both in at the same time, and that latches it. And that should fix our problem. While we're here, let's take a look at these solid capacitors. Chips and Technology video card, video driver, and you can see that the actual keyboard is used as a heatsink at some point. And that should be pretty much it. I mean, a lot of the CMOS batteries are kept underneath here, so in order to get it out, we had to totally disassemble the laptop last time. Yeah, and you can see these the video cable is a little bit on the loose side, so I'm just gonna gently push it in a bit again. That's good. Careful not to destroy the keyboard. And this keyboard is in good shape, so I think that now that we've got that fixed, there you go. Now that we've got that fixed, this will be a good system for someone to play with, as they will have that. And I swapped in a hard drive now, 1 terabyte traditional hard drive, because a lot of people buying these will want to have that authentic spinning hard drive experience. And I happen to have extra ID hard drives, so why the heck not? Retention mechanisms. Nothing to write home about, I tell you. For the keyboard. And these plastics are just so frail, you know. At this age, they're more likely to break than anything else. So. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Ah, there you go. As I said, they're so frail. The reason why it wasn't clipped in is that one of the pieces had already broken. It was stuck inside there, probably blocking it. So let's try that again. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. That's the best we'll do with that broken clip mechanism. Good enough, I say, good enough. Okay, let's plug this baby up, power it up, and see if it will now allow me to use the built-in trackpad buttons. So Let's see how it goes. And now this time, we will hear spinning. Turn off the light for better contrast. Oh, there's a CD in place. Let's pop that out. It won't boot from CD anyway, so that really isn't a problem. It would be helpful if I put a hard drive in. There's the hard drive I've taken out for servicing. And this is Win98. Installed a 1 GB Seagate hard drive of some type. There we go, in. Let's reboot. And this should boot into Windows 98. I have swapped it out for a different version of Windows, as it'll give the new owner better support. And this is Windows 98 SE. Ironically, this was originally installed on the 460 CDT. But like I said, all the X60 series run very similar video cards, graphics, all the components. Really, they were just engineering size back then, so it gives you lots of options. There we go, going into Windows. And this is only on 40 megabytes of RAM, but I am surprised by how responsive it is. It actually loads up pretty quickly. I think that, I forget that a lot of times back then we were running Windows on 16 and 32 megabytes, so 40 megabytes is actually pretty darn cool. Jazz Jackrabbit, let's see how it goes. And let's just make sure that the CD drive is recognized as well. Tyrion 2000. This hard drive actually has more games, and there you go. Double clicking now works. Now, Windows 95 would also be a good choice as well with 40 megabytes, but you know, there's no question that 98 gives you better compatibility. There you go. CD drive's running and recognizing properly. So, and this is a CD drive taken from a Tegra 8000 that had died that I salvaged parts from. And let's try. What do they have? Wow, that's a good number of games here. Huh. Huh. That's really cool. Huh. I'm gonna have to clone this hard drive just for all the installed games that you can fool around with. Huh. Fantastic fun. I am impressed. And now we have a fully working trackpad.